All right, guys, we are live from the ridiculous Vegas suite that was generously comped to us by the Venetian, the Palazzo. I'm probably about an hour away from giving my keynote speech. I should be 20 minutes away. My producers are probably freaking out right now, but I've let them both know. I've let them both know that Dev is getting her hair and makeup done, and so we're gonna wait till she gets done. What's going on, RPM? Good to see you in here. I got your text earlier, man. I appreciate you saying that. So I guess the main reason why I'm doing this, before the keynote speech type of deal, I guess is really to kind of let you guys know that the delivery method is going to change. The message is never going to change, guys. It's never going to change. I'm never going to go back and say, well, I got hypergamy wrong, or well, I may have been wrong about this. Now, I mean, granted, there are certain elements about relationships and there are certain elements that I've never changed my stance on any of this stuff. Have I developed a little bit more dimension in the way I think about things? Of course. This just comes with growing up and maturing. That's just how it is. But what it really comes down to is at some point we all got to grow up, man. You guys, those of you who have followed me, I guess from the start, used to know that I used to be a pretty adamant bomb thrower, and I still am to an extent. That doesn't mean I'm not going to throw bombs here and there, but I've reached a saturation point in my, I guess in my career, as it were. And I've actually reached the saturation point a couple of times before. I actually have. I've rightfully adapted and changed, but the message always stayed the same. And so I've reached that point again. In my career, and in order to continue to grow, in order to continue to reach new people, reach new audiences, I've got to change the delivery method. And so stay tuned for things. Things aren't really going to change a whole hell of a lot. Like I said, the delivery method is going to change. The message will absolutely not change. It's one thing about being in the desert all the time is that you are always thirsty. Whee. All right, so I'm waiting for my phone to blow up here because I know that Blake and George are probably, where is Donovan? But I think we're probably running about 20 minutes behind schedule, so I think I'm all right. I think I'm okay. I may already be down there, except for the fact that I locked us out of our suite, so we had to wait, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes for them to come and get us in. The War Report, aka Ray and PG, says, I am so happy for you. This is your moment. And I can tell that's Ray and PG because Ray and PG, his life seems to be in all caps all the time. When he texts me, it's in all caps. When he super chats, and it's in all caps. On Patreon, it's all caps. That's why I know that's Ray and PG. Silver Wolf says, thank you for everything you do. Appreciate that. Adric Perez, haven't seen you in here in a while. Says all excellence from here on out. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I mean, I've tried to be consistent since day one, and it looks like Dev is finally finished. Purnell says looking sharp, no pun intended. Mike the Supreme says adapting is part of the growth. Absolutely. What are you looking for? Isn't it in the bathroom?
No, it wasn't my purse.
Purnell says he is coming to next year's event for show. John Doe wants to know how many people are attending. A little over 150.
No big deal. I have clear gloss. If you want, I just put clear gloss on there. Without this on there. Yeah, you'll still see the red tape through this one. Want to see that?
War Chief Atlas says, Mr. Sharpe, you are a toxic man and should treat we man as queens. You, sir, are a message parlor mystic. What I would have said if I was still a loser 5 years ago. Appreciate that. South Beach Bonitas says, congrats. John says, I bet I will deliver a fire speech. Simon's Reality says, looking like a king, you better believe it. Looking sharp, pun intended. Professor Sharpe, very good. Red Pill Mike says, any change to the delivery will just make you bigger and better than you have ever been. Yeah, I'm going to have to, there are certain things that were outside of my control that I'm going to have to, make sure that things get taken care of. Michael Matroke the fourth, $5 super chat says, I got you, Diaz. Appreciate that. Huge milestone for this long journey. I don't know why Dev is looking at me. It's time to get dressed. Ghost St. Patrick says, what cologne are you rocking? Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus is what I am rocking. Simon's Reality wants to know, am I ever going to do any in Europe or the UK? Probably. I have to wait until I build enough of a following here in the US to justify the cost of going overseas, but it's certainly out of the realm of possibility. Extraterrestrial Visitor says, okay, what is CME? This is the first time hearing of it. Do your research, buddy. Do your research. Leon says, congrats on the first CME. Appreciate that. Ricky, Boys in the Hood voice. That's funny. Manosphere says, hi. Appreciate that. Artez Bailey says, congratulations. Do your thing, bro. Yeah, that was a cool drawing that Allende, the artist, did for me. Leon wants to know, what's the thing called around your collar? I don't know, but and I forget their names, but the twin brothers that I invited, whose suit games are absolutely spectacular, they gave this to me as a gift, and so I am wearing it, and it looks pretty goddamn sharp. So I'm gonna rock it. Two wolves connected by a chain. Gerald Montanga out of Charlotte says, thank you so much, brother. You and Joker changed my life early last year. I was so deceived and lost, but now my eyes are opened. Good stuff. Let's see. Somebody says, go away, Richard. I have no idea who Richard is. No idea. Oh, a collar pin. Yes, that is what it is called. That is absolutely what it's called. Adel St. Charles says, on September 4th, 2017, when your first show aired, did you ever imagine this? No, I did not. I absolutely did not imagine this. Did not imagine this. This was absolutely, man, this was crazy. This was absolutely crazy, man. I did a lot of obviously I've done a lot of work. There's been a lot of work involved in what I do, but I could never really imagine that it would get to this point, you know. It was interesting when I lost my second YouTube channel. I knew at some point that I was going to have to take this little thing of mine offline. You all set? You look good. I know I was going to have to take this little thing of mine offline, and I didn't really think that, events like this were really, I don't know, in the cards for me. I'd never really thought about it, So, oh, wait a minute. So the answer is no, I could never have imagined this. I don't know what trolls you guys are talking about. I really don't. I have no idea. How many are in attendance? Artez Bailey says you should get Kevin Samuels on the panel next year. Yeah, listen, man. I would have loved to have had Kevin Samuels. I actually invited him, but he's busy, man. He is his star is blowing up, and that's just what this comes down to. I don't know what trolls you guys are talking about. I don't see any of this stuff. Oh, Curious People, $5 super chat says keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. Hi, Bramble Bush says the suit is sharp, dude. Very, very good. Simon's Reality wants to know when are you airing the 6 or the 7? Probably in the next couple weeks is when season 4 will start. Jimmy and Dallas says Richard Cooper. No, Richard Cooper.
Everything should be right in here.
Richard Cooper is not he's not going to be invited. He made it very clear to me that he is not interested. So if he's not interested in me, I'm not interested in him. So. Yeah, Jim and Dallas says KS has gone to the stratosphere. You better believe it. All right, looks like Dev is ready to roll. So I'm about to head over to the main area, the main ballroom, to deliver my keynote speech, and after that, we will be engaging in a feast, the Feast of Champions, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. Then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to sleep for a week and a half. So thank you all for tuning in to this impromptu live stream. And I guess you guys will see my keynote speech in roundabout, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months. Take care.